I don't know about you, but lately I've been feeling like I've been waking up to the same day over and over again. Like that film with Bill Murray. He keeps on waking up every single day to the exact same day. Now, if you don't know what film I'm talking about, it's a very old film called The Groundhog Day. It came out in 1993, and the premise of the film is that he keeps on waking up to the exact same day over and over again. Now, there have been many films after this that has the same premise. The most recent film was a horror called Happy Death Day, and there was another one with Tom Cruise called The Edge of Tomorrow. Both of these films, the characters had to die, and once the characters die, they wake up and have to relive that same day over again. Now, I enjoyed the horror movie Happy Death Day. It was fun. It was about a girl who gets murdered over and over by this killer with a baby mask. And every single day she gets killed, she wakes up in her bed. She has to relive the day over again. And she's got to keep on doing this until she finds out who the killer is. Now, the reason why I'm bringing these films up, is because, like I said before, I feel like I'm living those days over and over again in modern day society. Every single day is the same thing that keeps on occurring over and over. Like, for instance, libertarians crying in their cars. Yes, that's right. We have another libertarian, and this individual, again, is sitting recording themselves in their car crying over the exact same thing as the last one did, wearing those god awful glasses, threatening people with violence in order to get what they want. If you haven't seen this clip, it's about a transgender person, a biological male, saying that it's about time people got stabbed for having a point of view different from his own. Now, we've heard this before with the Trans Day of Vengeance, I think it was called. That was a few years back, and there were trans people that was advocating and urging other people to stab others who they found transphobic. And they had stickers and posters all over the place promoting this. And now it's back again. And we all know what happens when trans people do not get what they want. They intend to do crazy things, like, for instance, shoot up a Christian school, killing 6 people, 3 of which children. Anyway, pushing forward, I'm going to play the clip for you now, and then after it's done, I'm going to come back and we're going to have a little talk about it.
Not to be like overly dramatic or anything, can we just start stabbing transphobes at this point?
How about no?
Like, we have such a big problem of transphobic people being idiots and not getting their kicked in. Can we just start kicking their in? It would be so much easier for everyone. The entire world would be so much better if we could just stab a transphobe. Say something transphobic, you get stabbed. The world would be beautiful.
Now, you heard that, you saw that, this deranged lunatic. But just take a moment to look at this picture, please. Everything you see sums up about 90% of these libertarians. Look how they dress. Look at the glasses for the start. They all look like that slug from, what's that movie called? That Pixar movie? Fucking hell. Monsters Inc. You know that slug I'm talking about? This bitch here. Well, they would look like that if they dressed like this. And 90% of the time, they do dress like that. They do look like this. And you can laugh all you like, but these are the people that are teaching your kids in the classroom. Anyway, bringing back to this picture here, let's look at this individual, shall we? Now, this person is a transgender, queer, or whatever he is. Do you see the pin on his baseball cap? The Palestine pin. Yes, these individuals, these are queers for Palestine. Now, if you would like to know what Palestinians would do to people who look like this, to the queer community or the gay community, I have a picture that can sum that up in about 2 seconds. 1, 2. This one here. This is the picture of your future if Palestinians in the West succeed. Do you think they want you as an ally? No. You're absolutely delusional, deranged. I can't even fucking think what's going on in your head if you think the Islamic community would accept you into their religion. Now, as I was going to wrap up this video and go and watch some midget porn, as you do, I came across a story that's just happened. Somebody has just shot up a church again, and people are saying it's a transgender person, and others saying that the far right is making false allegations that it's not a transgender person, it's an actual biological woman who did this. But believe it or not, the person who shot up this church had a gun, or a rifle, sorry, with a Palestinian sticker on the side of the weapon. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to allow you to watch a little clip from the news, allowing them to explain it to you. So here's the news clip now.
The shooter who opened fire inside a Houston megachurch yesterday had a criminal history and documented mental illness, but used a rifle that was legally purchased. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. Houston police say the shooter entered a hallway of Lakewood Church Sunday afternoon, started firing almost immediately, and was killed in a shootout with church security. A 7-year-old boy who was wounded in that gunfight, now identified as the shooter's son.
I just want us to simply wait on the facts. You got mental illness here. You got a lot of things going on.
Houston police say the shooter who opened fire inside Lakewood Church Sunday afternoon had a history of mental illness and was placed under emergency detention in 2016. Janice Yvonne Moreno also had a long criminal history for assault, forgery, drugs, and weapons violations. Moreno fired shots from an AR-15 Sunday afternoon in a church hallway. Police found another rifle in a bag the shooter was carrying.
But we do know that the one that she did utilize was, from what we can tell, purchased in December legally.
We also know the 7-year-old child who was critically injured during the shootout was Moreno's son. He had a gunshot wound to his head, but police do not know who shot him and whether Moreno tried to use the child as a shield.
We don't know, and I think the worst thing that we can do is speculate on something as important as that.
The motive remains unclear. Police say they found anti-Semitic writings belonging to Moreno and described a dispute between the shooter and her ex-husband's family, some of whom are Jewish. Another possible clue was on the rifle used in the shooting.
There was a sticker on the buttstock of the rifle that stated Palestine. A sticker simply stated Palestine.
Police say Moreno's family did not attend Lakewood, a megachurch led by well-known televangelist Joel Osteen, with Sunday attendance at times reaching 45,000 worshipers. Police gave credit to the church and 2 of its security officers who confronted and shot Moreno. One of them works for Houston police. The other is a federal ATF agent.
You know, I'm starting to slowly understand why these liberals, queers for Palestine, like these Palestinians so much. Is because both groups enjoy causing violence, and these out of touch white liberals think if they dismantle the West, the world will be a better place for them and they will be accepted into other cultures. These people that you see in this picture will be the first ones to be lined up and shot. I guarantee you that. Now, there are articles going around that I've read online saying it was a transgender person who walked into the church and started shooting people, and two police officers took them down, and that he had, or she had, or whatever, had Free Palestine or just Palestine written on the side of their weapon, like the police officer said in the news clip that I showed you. I don't personally know if they are, if they aren't, so I'm not going to label it as a trans shooter or whatever. To me, it's not important. What's important is that no innocent people, other sadly her son, that she was using as a human shield, was hurt. Unlike the last shooting in the church, 6 people, like I said, 3 of them were kids, unfortunately, had their lives taken away from them. Now, whether it's trans related or not, like I said, I don't care. As long as this fucker is not breathing anymore, then I'm a happy bunny. So, saying that, I'm going to have to shoot off now. I just want to say thank you very much for watching my video. If you've gotten this far, like I've always said, I appreciate you watching the whole video. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, that's entirely up to you. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. And if you want to leave a comment down in the comment section, tell me your thoughts on the situation about these trans people who want to go around stabbing people, or the church shooting, please leave a comment. I'll try and read it and I'll respond to it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time.